Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Animation Revaluation podcast. It is your boy Jay, and with me, as always, Lizer. How's it going, buddy?
What's up? Hey, it actually worked this time. Let me just double check that. Make sure it's working.
Nice. Alrighty.
Oh man,
Nescaf
what's up,
stream
man?
here.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
okay, it might be.
it's,
It's a little scuffed.
yeah. Give it a second. Give it
I
time.
can't
We
be
just
speaking too
started.
soon.
Yeah, we just started. What's up, man?
Uh,
How's your week been?
Pretty good, pretty good. Uh, Quite a stacked week, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest. Your boy had a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I kind of forgot this week. Like, I actually had a birthday Monday. Like, as the week went on, I was just like, wait, is this like the week of? And I was just like, it's because it was on a Monday. I blame it being on a Monday this time. It's just like,
Yeah. Just said she likes the intro switch. We tried it last week, but there was some technical difficulties, so it went unheard.
yeah. But
Oh man.
yeah, just I did my normal thing for the week. I didn't really do anything for my birthday.
Yeah.
Uh, Continued as normal. Watched the movie, and then also, yeah, watched the movie.
Yeah.
But what about you? I know you've been a busy guy, at least working night shifts now.
Yeah, working overnight, so I'm like constantly tired. Today, I told you before stream, I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep, so that's
But
fun.
but a fuck ton of caffeine.
Yeah, I will have a shit ton of caffeine like throughout the night. Because the way that shit works for me, it's like drink cup of coffee. Hour later, you might get 5 minutes of energy. You might get nothing. You might just shit yourself. Let's see. Let's see how it works. So yeah, I'm super tired today, but you know, I used my time wisely. Almost drowned myself. Um, yeah, I got one of those neti pots.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just literally just over my sink, just like I could taste it.
No one would have ever known.
I can breathe so well now, though.
That's so good. I need one of those.
Oh, it's so nice. I like
TBH.
it. I like it a lot.
Because I have sinus problems.
Yeah,
So.
I have that thing of like constantly one side of my nose is always plugged up.
Mm.
So I breathed through both nostrils for the first time in like my life. I was like,
And like post nut clarity, but had no nut involved whatsoever.
I mean, the amount of mucus it kind of looked like.
Uh,
I had my sisters do it too. Bitches were blowing bubbles out their nose. I was like, that's fucking gross. Oh man. But one thing we had in common this week is we watched some anime, man.
yes, we did.
Yes,
Yes, we
we
did.
did. So this week we watched Lycoris Recoil.
Well, yeah.
Okay, to put it simply, Lycoris Recoil is a show about cute girls with guns. That's it. Pack it up. Podcast is over.
Easiest clap imaginable.
We got them, boys. All right. Actually, the show actually starts with one of our main heroines. Let me get my pictures ready here. Uh, Chisato. There she is. So she's doing her morning routine. She's getting dressed in what looks like to be a school uniform. When she gets a call from someone, she calls Sensei, telling her that she needs to hurry up. We see her rush out of her apartment, which looks like a fucking really nice apartment, by the way, for like this teenage girl. I'm really jealous.
Facts.
I'm like kind of mad, to be honest. We see her rush out. She's complaining that she didn't get to like finish brewing her coffee or whatever, and then narration takes over. So during the narration, we get this montage of high school aged girls in school uniforms fucking assassinating would be terrorists like nobody's business, dude. Just like
Yeah.
casually walking up and capping dudes when a train passes by. Nobody notices. And we're told that they're called Lycoris and they work for Direct Attack, shortened to DA. And basically, they prevent tragedies from happening. Like, they find out ahead of time through, like, their information network when like terrorist attacks are gonna happen or things of that nature, and they send these fucking orphaned girls that they trained since childhood to go and cap motherfuckers. So at the moment of Chisato like running from home, a group of Lycoris are trying to stop a gun deal, but one of them gets caught and held captive. And this is where we meet our other heroine, Takina. Her picture up. Boom. Takina picks up a machine gun and decides to mow everyone down, almost killing her squad mate. And if you can't tell by that description and what she looks like on screen, sorry if you're audio only listener, she's very much the no nonsense type of character you see in anime that like shows no emotion and is basically just a machine. Needless to say, her squad mates aren't very happy about these actions because 1, she risked one of their lives, and 2, she ended up killing the guy that they needed to get information from. But Takina sees it as a win. None of them got hurt. They killed the dude, you know, whatever. And their squad leader, Fuki, who I have a picture of, she has a big ass forehead, decides to just like deck her. Cut ahead a bit, Takina is basically excommunicated from the DA and sent to Lycoris Recoil, a cafe ran by Mika, who is this guy right here. I should say he also works for the DA and was actually present during that whole gun deal thing. He was like on a rooftop across from them with a sniper, like just trained, and he was the one giving like headquarters all the details. So we find out that Chisato works there too, and we also get to meet Miski. Where's her picture? There she is. Miski is basically sex starved. That's really all I have to say about her for now. We see that Chisato is like the complete opposite to Takina in personality. So they don't really mesh well. Takina is just like all business. She's like, I need to do this because I need to get back to the DA and prove my worth and blah, blah, blah. And Chisato's like, no, you got to do what you want. You got to relax, you know, come get your hair done. Like shit like that. She's like, calm down. So they end up working together on like this bodyguard job, protecting this lady who thinks she's being like harassed and stalked because she put up like a picture on like Facebook or something of her and her boyfriend like cuddling or making out or something, I don't know. And she thinks like his exes or just like jealous girls are fucking with her, so she's hiring them to protect her basically.
Yeah.
She gets grabbed up by some dudes in a van, and our girls kind of just go off. Takina and Chisato are experts with their weapons, able to blind fire at a drone hovering like 50 feet behind them, and hit it with just like 100% accuracy. But one key difference between them is that Chisato uses rubber bullets in her gun while Takina shoots to kill. She like specifically aims for like vital organs and shit, like the DA taught her to. We also get to see how quick Chisato is, literally dodging bullets. But long story short, they save the girl, basically figure out that the picture of her and her boyfriend, it's not people, you know, upset that he's a good looking guy, he's with her or anything. It's actually in the background of that picture, if you zoom in, it's the gun deal that they stopped, or that they thought they stopped. It actually happened hours earlier, which goes against all of their intel. And what happened with like Takina when she gunned down all those guys was basically just a setup diversion thing. Kind of pisses her off because she kind of like lost her job over it.
Yeah.
Now I know I'm already paraphrasing the episode, like I've already shortened it a lot, but I'm gonna do even more from here on out because I kind of gotta get ready for work soon. So everyone, please bear with me. Episode 2 of the show is about hackers. The best hacker in the world, a guy named Walnut. Let me show what Walnut looks like. He's a very interesting character. This is a squirrel.
Yeah.
He's being challenged by another hacker named Robota. Let's show Robota. Where is his picture? There we go. Boom. Domo arigato. So they like challenging each other, like who's the better hacker. They're not even hacking, so it's kind of weird that's the challenge. But Roboto's out for blood, and Walnut ends up hiring Chisato and Takina to protect him. They fight mercenaries, attack drones. After Chisato shows like mercy on some of the mercenaries with her rubber bullets and like explains to them like their leader like why she doesn't kill, he kind of has a change of heart and basically tells her like, hey, this exit here where we have this plan, it's an ambush, don't use it, go the other way. Little too late though, because our boy Walnut, he opens the door and yeah, things don't really end well for him.
Cool. I saw that and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
So
They like lit him up.
yeah, they went all out, bro.
Like they emptied whole clips.
So they assume the mission has failed and transport the dead Walnut in Mika's van. When, boom, it's revealed to be Mizuki wearing armor under the suit, and the real Walnut, who is... where is it? This smug little shit, Kurumi.
It was in a suitcase.
Yeah, she was in the suitcase that they were protecting with Walnut the whole time. So with nowhere to go, she now stays in the cafe and helps them out with like hacking stuff and just general cafe work. She's just like an employee there now. She's just like she lives in the closet with like a PC setup. And they just like slide the door and like, oh, I need to get blankets or towels or whatever. And she's just like on one of the shelves just chilling. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess this is life now. Episode 3 involves the girls going back to the DA headquarters. Chisato needs to do her physical. Takina wants to dispute her excommunication or firing or whatever with that picture proof and all that. The head of the DA, which is this person right here, Kusunoki, who they showed several times already. I did not realize until this episode that it was a woman. Yeah, that's a female. I did not realize that until this specific episode when they go, oh, she. I'm like, she? Excuse me? And then I looked up the pictures and I see the skirt and the heels. I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Kusunoki doesn't want to hear shit and says that, like, Takina is no longer needed. And Chisato points out, like, hey, wasn't it your information that, like, screwed everything up? Something's a little fucky there. And kind of like, yeah, you fucked up. Don't try to put this on us. But Chisato goes, she does her physical. It's actually with Fuki, Takina's old squad leader that punched her. And we actually get to see, like, in comparison, how crazy good she is. Because she surpasses Fuki in every way and isn't even winded while Fuki is, like, fucking dying. Like, straight up just...
Like, bro, what the hell? I was like, okay,
she's just, like, doing shit. I'm like, oh.
Like, I like to just call it faster than light.
Mm.
And they were doing that. And, like, Fuki was just like, beep, 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 beep. Fucking...
Jesus was... It's like,
yeah.
oh. While still holding conversation.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while, like, they're doing this physical fitness test, Takina's actually being bullied by her new replacement, Sakura, who I'll show here. Where's her picture? Sakura. There we go. Sakura. So she's basically taking her old position, proving once again that, by their claims, they don't need her. Words are exchanged. Chisato is basically like, nobody's gonna talk to my girlfriend like that. Challenges the two girls to a duel, which is actually just like they go into like a obstacle course, I want to say, with paintball guns.
Mm-hmm.
And she's straight up dominating. Like, she gets to the point like, hey, you dropped your gun, here you go, and throws it back at them. It's like, just showing off at this point. While Takina is just like sulking outside. They had like a conversation beforehand, where they had this really cute moment where Chisato like picked up Takina and spun her around, and I was like, my heart. But she basically said like, you have to do what you want to do. You can't just always follow orders. And while she's dominating, Takina has her change of heart, remembering what was said to her, and straight up runs in, duffs Fuki as like payback for punching her back in episode 1. Even though this is a fucking paintball match, she straight up punches her shit. Then they eliminate her and Sakura and basically go home. And they're just like a lot closer after that episode. Let's see, episode 4? Okay. Episode 4 is about buying panties.
Yeah, it's pretty big, like just real big filler episode, but it was just like colorful the entire way through, start to finish.
Oh man. Like, I really don't know how else to describe that. Like,
they just went shopping.
Yeah,
They were like, you need to be more ladylike.
basically, yeah. So basically, while playing a VR shooting game, Chisato sees that Takina is wearing like men's boxers, and she says like, "Oh, they're easy to move in." I asked the boss about it. He said that these are his favorite. Whatever. Chisato's not down with that. So she even says at one point, I thought it was really cute. She's like, "Oh, what if somebody sees them?" It's like, well, in what situation would that happen? And she just like blushes. So she basically forces Takina to go shopping with lingerie with her, and it's a cute gay time. There's a B plot about this guy here. I don't know if they say his name yet, but it's Majima. He was at that gun deal. I can't tell yet from the first 5, but it seems like maybe he's the mastermind behind it.
Seems like it.
Yeah. So he decides he's gonna shoot up a train. So the train comes into the station. It's like him and a bunch of other dudes with like machine guns, and they just like unload into it. It stops. It's like fully fucked up. He's happy about what he's done. Then the doors open and it's full of Lycoris. So they start shooting back. All his dudes are dying. So he decides to blow up the station instead. And that's about it. Yeah, this episode is mainly about panties. I'm okay with that. Now, episode 5 is bodyguard duty again. So there's this dude. He's trapped to like a life in his wheelchair with machines keeping him alive. He can't move or speak, or I think he's blind too. Yep. Everything is handled by the chair. And their job is to give him a tour of Tokyo as his dying wish, something he promised his family before they were assassinated, as we learn. However, during this tour, his family's assassin shows up basically to finish the job. And they actually find out that this assassin is an old partner of Mika, who in turn sees the inaccuracies of the statements, saying like, oh, how could he have assassinated his family when we were working on a job together back then? But he's like not 100% sure of like all the facts yet. So they battle this dude. Wheelchair guy is like, yes, murder him. I want to drink his blood.
Yeah, that was just a big weird champ moment. It was just like, where did that come from? What the hell? He's like, I want you. He's like, you want to fucking
It's like you have to complete your purpose. It's like
And
that's
it's
not
like,
my
how
purpose,
did you?
dude.
It's like, how did you know that? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like, you gotta kill him. And Chizito's just like, nah, dude, I don't kill. I want to help people. And then he just dies. The
yeah,
dude in the wheelchair just dies.
it's just like, and then they found out that like that dude actually wasn't the dude they were told
Yeah,
about.
they like the voice that was talking to them the whole time was like remote from someone else through the wheelchair, and he was
Yeah,
the one like driving it around. But the body belonged to like a dude in a coma or something like that.
he was
That
in
was
the
supposed to be in the
hospital.
hospital, and his body disappeared.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
it's like, how did you forget that?
Yeah, so they, they talked to the assassin that was like Mika's old partner, and he basically confirms like, no, I have no fucking idea who this guy was. I didn't assassinate his family back then. We were working together. I don't even know who like paid me to do this. Somebody just showed up, gave me money, and I was like, okay. I was like, all right, that's cool. Oh yeah, we also learned that Chisuto apparently has a robot heart that doesn't beat. And the episode ends with
Like,
Takina laying on her chest to listen. So, 10 out of 10. That was a cute moment.
yeah.
uh,
Also ended. I think that like last episode also ended with big green broccoli hair guy
yeah.
running over a Lycoris in his car,
Yeah. And then just like
and then
unloading.
squad, and then like fucking executioner like gunned her down, and she was already like fucking like
Yeah, she was like
hurt.
already dead, basically. Just
And
like
then they were just like unloaded, and he was just like,
that
oh,
alone makes me want to keep watching the show. Like, I was already on
yeah.
board to keep watching, but that would
And
have like really hooked me.
when you had first like introduced this, you were like, hey, you know how it had like a static beginning, like how in Vivi had like that static intro.
Yeah.
This also it had the same type of like effect on me.
Just like,
It was just
oh.
like, oh, it was just like, okay, y'all are just playing Valorant IRL at this point. Everyone's walking around with ghosts and shit. And it's just like, okay,
I like that they
fine.
have the book bags, and if you
Those book bags
notice,
are so fucking
yeah,
cool.
they look like normal like
They're
schoolgirl
not
book bags,
normal
but they
fucking
have like
backpacks.
these stamps on them, I guess, to represent that they're licorice, and
It
they
has
they
their insignia
have,
on it.
yeah, and they have like hidden compartments for the guns and everything. It's so fucking cool, dude.
It's like part opens up out of the side. There's extra magazines on the bottom.
Yeah,
I was just like, bro.
I want one.
It's like,
Bro.
okay, cool.
All in all, though, like I really enjoyed the show. The action's great. Storyline is like comedic and entertaining while also being suspenseful and like full of mystery. Um,
Yeah.
I like the small hints to things that they drop, like the thing with Chisato's heart, or the whole thing with the tower. Like they keep mentioning this tower. Let me see if I have a
She's
picture
the
of it.
hero of the tower.
Yeah, and it's like this here. This is from the first episode where she's like getting dressed. This fucking destroyed tower. Apparently she did this, but it's considered to have been saved by her. I want to know more. It's like it like all these little things are like pulling me in more and more. Plus the power of lesbians compels me. So like honestly, all jokes aside, this was a 10 for me. Like I really enjoyed this show. And I
Yeah.
am so hyped to watch more tonight during my shift at work.
I think I started watching this maybe I started watching this Wednesday, right?
Mhm.
And I watched all the way through. I even rewatched it to make sure there was like little things that I made sure that I remembered personally.
Mhm.
And I finished it maybe this morning, like again. And I love it.
Yeah. So this
This
gift
this
that I
this
just
is
put
like
up,
a really
that's what I actually first saw. That's all I saw. And I was like, "Oh, this is cute. I'm going to watch it." And then I saw that opening and I was
yes.
like, "Oh."
I saw that there were a lot of memes about it, and I was like, I don't know what this is from, but fucking I like it.
Yeah. It's like that's cute. And then you watch the show, you're like, "Oh."
Oh yeah, shit. Fuck. Mm,
Yeah, exactly.
But this is definitely a 10 though.
Yeah, let's
This is a
go.
10. This is
It's so
definitely a
good,
10.
man. I'm so happy you liked it. This shit is
Cause like
so
I
good.
was looking at this, like it had popped up, but it didn't have enough episodes yet.
Yeah.
Like I think I caught it on like when the fourth episode came. I read this and I was like, I would watch this. This is something I definitely watched. And then fucking you brought it up and I was like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
My time has come.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so hyped to watch more of this. Like I'm considering like reading it. Just I'm that interested in like what's gonna happen.
So good. So good. I appreciate this.
Yeah. And like the
So,
animation's good. Seeing the whole thing of like I earlier I said it's her speed is why she can dodge bullets. Apparently it's not her speed. Apparently she like is literally calculating the trajectory of bullets before
when
they're
they're fired.
fired
Yeah.
and like can just move in like
Like
the
she was
exact space she
micro
needs.
moving.
Yeah. And it'll like barely hit her hair or something like that.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
was
like, what
like,
the
huh?
fuck?
I was like, there's no way that she's like, there's no way she's human. And it's like, but she is,
Yeah,
but
but she
isn't.
is. And there's like this whole thing with like the Allen Institute.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring him up because it seems like he's gonna be a big player later. But there's like this guy that keeps visiting the
He's like a
cafe.
patron to the cafe.
Yeah, but he's also seems to maybe be the mastermind of everything. But
And
is also the guy behind the Allen Institute, which like helps out people.
I don't
He's like a triple threat. I don't know what's happening with him. I want to though.
know.
I am so interested in this show, dude. This is an easy 10 for me. I'm glad you liked it too, man.
Bro, I was like, I was tempted to watch more, honestly, but I
Yeah, me
was like,
too.
I have to show restraint before, like, I watched this, mentioned something that didn't happen in the first five, and then I'm sitting there looking dumb.
Yeah, I've been trying to do the same. Like I stopped at 5 last night. It was already like my third time getting to 5 because I've just been rewatching it. I'm like, fuck, man. I see that there's like 7 episodes now. I'm like, oh, 2 more is not gonna hurt, right? One thing I will say that I am afraid for
Uh,
this show, the intro has those flowers, the
oh,
spider
that's because of
lilies.
the studio.
Yeah, but usually a show like this has those flowers in front. Someone's
It's
gonna
usually a
die.
bad omen. It's usually a bad
If
omen. But the
Chisato
studio seems
dies, I'm gonna fucking sob.
get it right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna fucking sob. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna sob, bro. It's full on heaving. Can't catch my breath. Snot coming out. Like I'm done. I'm invested in her.
She must be protected at all costs.
Yo, if this ends with like she dies and then like Takina becomes more like her, I'm gonna
Oh,
fucking cry.
oh.
I'm gonna cry. Bro, I am not
But
ready.
I'm not either. I'm not prepared for this like at all, like mentally. I'm
No.
gonna wait for it all to come out though
Oh yeah.
before I finish it.
I don't know if I can, honestly. I might
I'm gonna
I
have
might be
to.
keeping up weekly with this. It comes out every Saturday.
Oh, it's a Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
I try to at least like have like at least like an anime for like every other day of the week. Like I have something Monday, Tuesday, and then I have something Wednesday,
Mm.
and then Friday.
And now you got something
So
for Saturday. Let's go.
let's go.
Let's go. Oh man. Yeah, I'm really glad you liked it. I mean, I kind of knew you would. I didn't think it was going to be a 10, but I knew you would like it. But I'm glad it was a 10.
This shit blew me like out of the water.
Yeah.
I was just like, I've invested like physically, mentally, and emotionally.
I've been waiting like a month to do this one. I found it episode 1 when it came out. And I was like, I have to wait for there to be 5 episodes. As soon as I saw that first episode, I was like, I'm doing this for the podcast. Oh boy. All right. Anything you want to add about this?
No, you hit everything on the head,
Yeah.
basically.
I had a script this time. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I knew I was on a time limit today, so I was like, let me write this out ahead of time.
Gotcha.
Oh boy. All right. So what do we have in store for next week?
Me being slightly down horrendous.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Something I've already mentioned to you before that I haven't watched yet, but really want to. Ta-da.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of like hinted really hard at this,
I mean,
like
for some
maybe a
reason, I
couple
kind
weeks
of
ago.
knew that this is what you were gonna choose this week,
Yeah.
especially since I like contacted you beforehand. I was like, "Hey, do you got an episode?" You were like, "Not yet," and I was like, "He's gonna pick this." And
Last resort, baby.
if you didn't, it was gonna be my next one.
Yeah. I was like, last resort. I was like, I'm holding on to this just in case I don't have anything else. I don't find anything else interesting or something that like bonks me in the head real hard.
Yeah,
This bonks and this bonks real hard.
this came out around the same time as Licorice.
Yes, they
So
have the same amount of episodes.
yeah, so I watched both of them episode one, but I've only kept up with Licorice. So I'm excited to
Mm,
see more of this. Dagashi Kashi.
yes.
Call of the Night. The long-awaited sequel. No, no. Yeah, I'm
But
hyped for
yeah,
this. The
yeah.
first episode was good, and I've seen bits and pieces of things.
I think we watched the trailer for this,
Oh yeah, we
and I
did.
was just like, I'm fully invested. I
Yeah,
don't care how this goes,
I
but
remember
I'm
sending it to you.
invested. Yeah, and this was my exact response.
It's like,
I can't do that. I'm so upset I can't do that because that would just be my response to most things. Just the heavy breathing, like really fast.
it's a skill I have inherited from being so down horrendous all the time. I'm constantly in goblin mode. Oh boy. Alright, well, I gotta go get ready for work now. So, this is a
Wait,
short podcast episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you check out the show if you haven't already. And hope you check out Call of the Night with us for next week. And we will see you then.
bye bye.
Bye bye.